Isabel, a debutante of just 18 years old, nearly dies after opening a frightening gift at her party. Nights like this were supposed to be magical, filled with laughter, dancing, and dreams coming true. But for Isabel, her much-anticipated debutante ball turned into a moment of terror and suspense. A true nightmare disguised as reality, a twist worthy of the darkest tales. Isabel's debutante party is like a scene lifted straight from a fairy tale. The ballroom gleams with a magical aura, where light dances on walls adorned with rich fabric curtains, reflecting soft shades of pink and gold. The hanging chandeliers display their golden sparks, casting a soft glow over tables adorned with lush floral arrangements. Every detail was meticulously planned to create an atmosphere of enchantment and beauty. Isabel glides through the ballroom like a princess straight out of a fairy tale. Her dress is a masterpiece of elegance and sophistication, layers of tulle gracefully moving around her like the sighs of a gentle breeze. The bodice is a spectacle in itself, adorned with shimmering pearls that catch the light and reflected in 1,000 shades of brilliance. Her hair is delicately styled in soft curls, with tiny flowers adorning her locks like stars in a summer night. Her makeup enhances her natural beauty, highlighting her sparkling eyes and radiant smile. As guests begin to arrive, the ballroom comes alive with infectious energy. Everyone is dressed in elegant attire, each more dazzling than the next, carrying with them gifts wrapped in gleaming paper and perfectly tied bows. Music starts to play, filling the air with a charming melody that invites everyone to dance. Gentle and graceful steps fill the ballroom, while laughter and lively conversation create a symphony of joy and happiness. With every smile and embrace, Isabel feels her heart overflowing with happiness. This is the night she has always dreamed of, and she is determined to make the most of it, savoring every moment of magic and enchantment that destiny has reserved for her. The decorated table, covered with a fine white fabric embroidered with delicate red roses, serves as a stage for the carefully lined-up gifts. Among them, one stands out wrapped in mystery, like a hidden treasure waiting to be unveiled. The dark paper that envelopes it seems to absorb the light around it, becoming almost invisible in the dimly lit ballroom illuminated only by candles. The silver ribbons adorning it gleam like threads of silver in the candlelight, creating an aura of magic and secrecy around it. Each guest is like a detective, carefully observing the mysterious gift, trying to decipher the secrets it holds. Some whisper among themselves, sharing theories about what might be hidden inside that enigmatic wrapping, while others simply watch in silence, eagerly awaiting the revelation. Isabel, the protagonist of this story, feels a mix of nervousness and excitement bubbling inside her. Her heart beats faster as she imagines who could have sent that gift and what secrets it might contain. She feels like a character in a mystery novel, unable to resist the temptation to unravel the puzzle unfolding before her. With a nervous sigh, Isabel reaches out to grab the mysterious gift. Her fingers tremble slightly as she glides over the black paper, eager to uncover what lies behind that veil of mystery. Each movement is like a step into the unknown. Curiosity is like a flame burning inside Isabel, fueling her desire to unravel the secrets of the mysterious gift. Her eyes shine with intense light, reflecting the anticipation stirring in her chest as she gazes at the object shrouded in mystery. Every detail of the gift seems to conspire to heighten her curiosity, from the black paper that encases it to the silver ribbons gleaming in the candlelight. She feels as if she's facing an enigma to be solved, an adventure waiting to be embarked upon. As she approaches the gift, Isabel can barely contain the excitement consuming her. She feels an irresistible urgency, as if being guided by a greater force towards the unknown. Her heart beats erratically in her chest, her hands trembling slightly with the intensity of the moment. Guests watch with fascination as Isabel prepares to open the mysterious gift. Some hold their breath, captured by the tension of the moment, while others exchange animated whispers, sharing their own theories about what could be hidden inside that intriguing wrapping. Yet others are capturing the moment on their phones to remember this unforgettable moment. All the guests are asking each other who gave that gift, but no one knows the answer. With a determined gesture, Isabel reaches out and takes hold of the gift, feeling its solid weight in her hands. She feels like a heroine about to embark on an epic journey, ready to face any challenge that may come her way. With a mix of excitement and apprehension, Isabel begins to unwrap the gift, her agile fingers sliding over the black paper with an almost magical dexterity. Each movement is calculated and precise, as if she's uncovering the secrets of a treasure hidden for centuries. The moment of revelation feels like time has been suspended, as if the entire universe is waiting in silence to witness the unfolding of this crucial moment. Isabel holds the mysterious gift between her hands, feeling the weight of the unknown intensify with each passing second. Her fingers touch the black paper with almost reverent lightness, as if about to open the doors to a parallel world. The sealed box seems to pulse with a dark energy, its shadowed exterior contrasting with the gentle candlelight dancing around it. Isabel can feel her heart beating irregularly in her chest, a mixture of excitement and apprehension filling her lungs as she prepares to face what is about to be revealed. With a hesitant gesture, she lifts the lid of the box, and her eyes meet the terrifying sight unfolding before her. Inside the box rests an ancient porcelain mask, its distorted and grotesque expression sending shivers down Isabel's spine. The mask's empty eyes seem fixed on her, as if hypnotized by her presence, sending chills down her spine. The guests watch in silence, each holding their breath as they await Isabel's reaction. Their faces reflect a mix of curiosity and fear, each wondering about the meaning behind this horrifying discovery. Isabel feels the weight of the guests' gaze upon her, but her mind is consumed by the sinister mask before her. A sensation of horror settles in her chest as she wonders who could have sent such a macabre thing and for what dark purpose. The world around her seems blurry, as if crumbling at her feet. A wave of paranoia envelopes her, causing her to question everything she thought she knew about her own safety and the hidden motives behind this macabre revelation. As murmurs from the guests echo around her, Isabel feels as if she's on the brink of an abyss, poised to be swallowed by a mystery from which there might be no return. A heavy silence hangs over the ballroom, interrupted only by the muffled sound of held breaths. Isabel tries to tear her gaze away from the sinister mask, but escaping its grip seems impossible. The mask's empty eyes seem to pierce into her soul, enveloping her in a veil of unease and fear. A sense of anguish tightens Isabel's chest, leaving her paralyzed before the horrifying revelation. She wonders if this is just the beginning of something much larger, a web of secrets and dangers threatening to consume everything around her. As guests exchange uneasy glances, Isabel feels alone amidst the crowd, shrouded in a fog of suspicion and despair. She knows she must uncover the truth behind the sinister mask, but the path ahead seems fraught with unknown dangers. With a trembling sigh, Isabel lifts her gaze to the guests, seeking support and guidance in their concerned faces. She knows she cannot face this challenge alone and will need their help to unravel the mystery unfolding before her. As Isabel holds the porcelain mask in her trembling hands, a chilling sensation envelopes her, as if an unseen pair of eyes is watching her from somewhere beyond the walls of the ballroom. A shiver runs down her spine, her hair standing on end with the intensity of the feeling. The atmosphere around her seems to suddenly shift, as if the very air is charged with static electricity, becoming laden with a strange and unsettling energy. Shadows dance around her, playing with the candlelight and taking on a life of their own, as if they were characters in a sinister tale. Isabel looks around, her eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of presence. She feels as though she's being watched from every corner, as if there are hidden eyes in the shadows, waiting for a moment of weakness to reveal themselves. Yet the sensation persists, like a silent echo in her mind, insisting that she is not alone. She wonders if this is merely her imagination at play, or if there is something more sinister happening around her, something beyond human comprehension. A shiver runs down her spine as she turns her gaze back to the porcelain mask in her hands. The mask's empty eyes seem to stare at her with unsettling intensity, as if trying to communicate something beyond words, as if they are portals to another world. Isabel can barely breathe as the sense of being watched intensifies, enveloping her in a chilling embrace that feels like it's pulling her into an abyss of mystery and fear. She feels like prey, surrounded by something she cannot see but can sense its menacing presence. The atmosphere of the party suddenly shifts, as if a dark shadow has fallen over the ballroom, obscuring the lively atmosphere that reigned moments before. Lights flicker intermittently, casting dancing shadows that seem to come alive on their own, like mischievous creatures moving to the rhythm of a silent yet haunting tune. The tinkling of joyful laughter gives way to nervous whispers and apprehensive glances, which dance in sync with the shadows. The air, once filled with excitement and joy, is now thick with palpable tension, as if charged with static electricity, ready to burst at any moment. A sense of unease spreads through the ballroom like a silent plague, enveloping everyone in its icy embrace. Guests exchange uneasy glances as if trying to understand what is happening but unable to find an explanation for the sudden change in atmosphere. Isabel feels the weight of tension in the air, like a constant pressure on her shoulders, making her wonder if something terrible is about to happen. Her heart beats erratically in her chest, as if trying to keep pace with the frenetic rhythm of the ballroom, while she tries to maintain composure amidst the increasingly oppressive atmosphere. The ballroom, once vibrant with life and energy, now seems shrouded in an aura of mystery and danger. Every sound seems amplified, every shadow darker, and every glance carries a hidden meaning, as if harboring dark secrets waiting to be revealed. As guests try to disguise their concern with strained smiles, Isabel wonders if the sinister mask she found could be linked to this sudden shift in atmosphere. A chill runs down her spine as fear mixes with determination in her heart. She knows she needs to uncover the truth behind this tense atmosphere before it's too late. With senses heightened and nerves on edge, Isabel prepares to face the challenges ahead, uncertain of what fate holds for her and her guests on this dark night. Suddenly, like a storm arriving without warning, a strong dizziness overtakes Isabel. Her heart races and her legs threaten to give way under the sudden weight of vertigo. She tries to scream for help, but her vocal cords seem paralyzed, as if gripped by an invisible hand that steals her voice away. The ballroom spins around her, turning into a blur of colors and indistinct shapes. Isabel struggles to stay upright, her body feeble, trembling with the intensity of the impending faint. A buzzing rings in her ears, muffling the music and the guests' murmurs. She closes her eyes, trying to ward off the dizziness, but all she finds is an even deeper darkness, as if being dragged into the abyss of unconsciousness. And then, as if someone extinguished a light, everything goes dark. There are no more colors, shapes, or sounds. Darkness envelopes her like a cloak, making her feel lost in an endless void. For a moment that seems to last an eternity, Isabel surrenders to the darkness, letting herself be carried away by the faint's current. Her body seems to float in a sea of nothingness, while her mind struggles to comprehend what is happening around her. Chaos erupts in the ballroom like a furious whirlwind when the guests realize something terrible has happened to Isabel. A piercing scream breaks the air, echoing through the room and triggering a chain reaction of panic and confusion. People crowd around the debutante, faces contorted with concern and fear. Some hands reach out to her, offering help, while others cling to each other for comfort in the face of impending tragedy. The sound of hurried footsteps echoes through the ballroom, mingling with voices in frenzy. Some guests rush to fetch water and handkerchiefs, while others try to calm the crowd, calling for calm and cooperation. Meanwhile, the bravest approach Isabel, searching for vital signs and trying to determine what caused her sudden collapse. There are anxious murmurs and concerned glances as everyone tries to make sense of what's happening and how they can help. Amidst the turmoil, the sinister figure of the porcelain mask is spotted, casting a threatening shadow over the scene. Some guests exchange apprehensive looks, wondering if there's any connection between the discovery of the mask and Isabel's condition. As chaos unfolds around her, Isabel remains unconscious, immersed in a world of darkness and uncertainty. Her fate now rests in the hands of those around her, as they struggle to unravel the mysteries surrounding her mysterious condition. Backstage at the party, where the bright lights and lively music do not reach, a battle for life quietly unfolds. Isabel lies on a white stretcher, surrounded by a team of doctors and nurses fighting against time to save her. The atmosphere is tense, the air filled with urgency. Doctors work with agile hands and focused minds, monitoring the debutante's vital signs and administering treatments with surgical precision. Isabel's parents are on the brink of despair, watching with heavy hearts as their daughter fights for her life. Their faces are pale and tense, expressing the anguish and anxiety they feel in their parental hearts. Time seems stretched to the limit, each second feeling like an eternity as the medical team strives to stabilize Isabel and bring her back to consciousness. Each tick of the clock echoes like a hammer, reminding everyone of the weight of uncertainty hanging in the air. Meanwhile, party guests await news anxiously, gathered in small groups, sharing worried murmurs and looks of solidarity. Finally, after an agonizing wait, a murmur travels through the backstage corridor. The doctors are managing to stabilize Isabel. A collective sigh of relief spreads among those present as they cling to hope that the worst part of the battle may be over. But Isabel's fight for life is far from over. As she struggles to recover, her parents and the medical team remain by her side, determined to do everything in their power to ensure she has a second chance at life. The shocking revelation echoes through the ballroom like thunder on a quiet night. Expressions of shock and disbelief spread across the guests' faces as they absorb the terrible truth. The seemingly harmless porcelain mask contained a toxic substance designed to cause serious harm to those who touched it. Murmurs intensify as the news spreads, growing faster like fire in a dry field. People gather in groups, exchanging alarmed looks and whispering conjectures about who could have been responsible for such a cruel act. Meanwhile, backstage, the medical team is in shock. They can barely believe what they discovered while investigating the porcelain mask. How could someone have planned something so sinister, something that would endanger the life of an innocent young woman at her own debutante party? Isabel's parents are devastated by the revelation, their features marked by pain and indignation. They wonder who could have done such a vile thing, who could have wished to harm their beloved daughter in such a terrible way. As the night progresses, the party turns into a scene of investigation, with guests, medical staff, and authorities working together to uncover the truth behind the cruel act. Every clue is examined carefully, every testimony is heard attentively, in hopes of finding the culprit and ensuring that justice is served. The focus of the investigation turns to a new suspect, a name echoing through the walls of the ballroom like thunder. A local trafficker, known for his dark nature and ruthless methods, emerges as the possible perpetrator of sending the poisoned porcelain mask to Isabel. As details emerge, a sinister picture forms in the investigators' minds. It appears that the trafficker had a personal motive to harm Isabel. The young debutante had rebuffed his romantic advances in the past, rejecting his pursuits and standing firm in her refusal. Enraged by rejection, the trafficker saw the debutante party as an opportunity for revenge. By sending the poison mask, he hoped to inflict unspeakable suffering on the young woman and, at the same time, send a clear message to those who dared defy him. As police delve into the trafficker's life details, they uncover a complex web of connections and obscure motivations. He was not just an ordinary criminal, he was a man determined to impose his will at any cost, even resorting to cruel and inhumane methods. As the investigation deepens, the puzzle pieces begin to fit together slowly. Police follow leads with relentless determination, resolved to bring the trafficker to justice and ensure he pays for what he did to Isabel. But time is running out and the trafficker is a dangerous adversary. He won't give up without a fight, and police know they must act swiftly and accurately if they want to capture him before he escapes into the shadows once again. Isabel's survival is a blessing, but the shadow of trauma looms over her like a dark cloud. As her body recovers from the poisonous effects of the porcelain mask, her mind struggles to comprehend and overcome the terrible experience she endured. Isabel's recovery is a daily battle. She faces persistent physical pains and a flood of disturbing emotions. Fear and mistrust take root in her heart, like stubborn weeds that refuse to be uprooted. Days drag slowly as Isabel undergoes intensive therapies and frequent medical appointments. Her body becomes a battleground, where every small victory is won with sweat and tears. But it is the emotional battle that weighs most heavily on her. In the silence of lonely nights, she fights against the nightmares haunting her dreams, reliving the moment she opened that mysterious gift and her life changed forever. The constant presence of her parents and friends is an anchor amidst the storm. They offer unconditional love and support, helping her find the light at the end of the dark tunnel she finds herself in. As time goes by, Isabel begins to rebuild her confidence in herself and in the world around her. She finds comfort in art, expressing her emotions through vivid paintings that reflect the challenges she is facing. Gradually, the shadow of the past begins to dissipate. Isabel discovers a new strength within herself, a fierce determination that propels her forward even in the darkest moments. Isabel's recovery is a testament to the power of human resilience. Though the path is long and filled with challenges, she refuses to be defined by the trauma she endured. With courage and hope, she faces the future, ready to embrace each new day as a precious gift. Determined to seek justice for Isabel and expose the perpetrator who attempted to take the young debutante's life, investigators embark on a relentless pursuit of the trafficker. Each lead followed is like a puzzle piece, slowly fitting together to reveal the complete picture behind the cruel attack. With unwavering determination, police scour every dark corner of the city, following leads and interrogating witnesses. The trafficker's name resonates ominously through the corridors of law enforcement as the community awaits justice. Finally, after days of intense searching, investigators manage to locate the responsible party. He is captured like a caged beast, unable to escape the wrath of justice. Handcuffs close around his wrists, sealing his dark fate behind the cold bars of prison. Isabel and her family breathe a sigh of relief knowing that the culprit has been brought to justice. A sense of security gradually returns, although the trauma left by the incident continues to shape their lives in profound ways. As the trafficker faces the consequences of his actions, the community unites in solidarity, turning tragedy into a lesson of courage and determination. Isabel becomes a symbol of hope. Her story inspires others to face their own challenges with bravery and resilience. Justice is served, but the emotional scars remain as silent reminders of a battle fought against hidden evil. The incident has left deep marks not only on Isabel's life but also on those who witnessed the harrowing ordeal. Though the trafficker has been brought to justice, the community cannot erase the haunting images of that fateful night. The once lively ballroom, filled with laughter and celebration, now carries a silent shadow of somber memories. Isabel faces a long journey of recovery, both physical and emotional. Each step is a battle against fear and uncertainty, but she refuses to be defined by the trauma she experienced. With the loving support of her family and friends, she finds the strength to move forward, determined not to let evil prevail. The party guests, now united by their shared experience, learn a powerful lesson about vigilance and empathy. They realize that evil can hide even behind the most beautiful gifts, and that true beauty lies in the courage to face adversity and fight for justice. As time passes, the emotional scars begin to heal, leaving behind a message of hope and resilience. Isabel's story serves as a vivid reminder that even in the darkest shadows, the light of courage and compassion can shine brightly. And though the scars remain as silent witnesses, they are also proof of humanity's power to overcome challenges and restore faith in the goodness of the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave your like and tell me in the comments what you would have done if you had received a gift like Isabel's. Thank you, and see you in the next video.